So tonight we're here at the National Museum for the Great Lakes, using their docks here for the Toledo History Museum's behind-the-scenes tour of the Maumee River. Over the years, we've been around for about 10 years, but we found that people really like the outreach side of history. So we're trying to bring history to people, and one of the ways we're doing that is through these behind-the-scenes tours. And we've been very lucky. I mean, people have really taken to this. We've sold out almost every one that we've done so far. So tonight we'll be doing a 2-hour tour up and down the Maumee from downtown, going downriver out to the Port Authority docks, and just learning about the history of Toledo and how the Maumee has played such an important role in the development of our community. Well, when you think about the Maumee River, it really is kind of the center point for what's happened with the development of Toledo. Not just today as we look at ProMedica getting ready to open up the steam plant on the riverfront, but even going back hundreds of years when you look at Native Americans, the confluence of the Maumee River and Swan Creek. Swan Creek was a major area of transportation and communication, and ever since then it's always been a focal point. So when you look at the history of Toledo, you think about the opening of the Erie Canal and how people just kind of flooded across the lake and into this area. They ended up at this area of the confluence of Swan Creek and the Maumee River as a point of departure to further west or to decide to stay here. So today we're going to really talk about the Maumee's influence on Toledo, the industry and the businesses that have been around, and even the amusement side of what's around the river as well.
I have been in Toledo for 30 years, and I really don't know very much about the history or background, but I'm very interested, especially interested in some of the old buildings that are here, the kinds of things that are being done to refurbish them. And when I saw this, I always like to go on at least one Sandpiper boat trip a year. So I thought, this is a perfect way to get my Sandpiper trip in before it gets too cold, and just to learn a little bit more about Toledo.
So Sandpiper's been a great partner on this. It's a great little boat that holds about 100 passengers. We've got 80 folks tonight, so we sold out. And they do a wonderful job of tooling up and down the river, whether it's our tour tonight going from downtown, downriver out to the port, or even upriver going out towards the beautiful stately homes that you see along River Road. And they've been a great partner, and we're looking forward to doing this on a regular basis.
Sandpiper's a 65-foot riverboat that cruises up and down the Maumee River, giving its guests a unique experience to see downtown and the rest of Toledo from a different perspective. We do public and private rides throughout the summer, May through November. I always, I guess, kind of knew that I'd end up getting my captain's license. I grew up on the water, love the water, love the boat. When I started working on the Sandpiper, it was amazing to me. Just what an incredible, unique view of the city I'd lived in for so long was from the river. You get to meet hundreds of amazing people every week doing this. Get to enjoy their celebrations when they book the boat for birthday parties and graduations, and do it all when you're out on the water and viewing the wildlife and all the big stately homes along the river. So, it's just always been something I've been passionate about. And with the growth downtown and everything that Toledo has to offer, I just knew it was something I wanted to be part of.
It's kind of funny, I've been doing tours for 20 years now, and oftentimes I'm with people who grew up here, they've lived here all their lives, and you start to tell them the history, and you just see the light bulb go on, and they're like, I didn't know that. I had no idea. And they'll come up afterwards saying, I grew up here, I learned a lot today, this is all new to me. And it's really fun to share that with people. And then there's the mystery part. People will say, I heard this or I heard that, and then you solve the mystery for them. So what's funny is, we all drive over 280, we see the river, we don't really think about it because we're on our way somewhere. Now you really get the complete story and what a role it's played in the development of Toledo.
It's a novel way to learn something, and it's a good way for adults to learn something because it kind of combines some experiential learning without really noticing. And it's kind of a social event. It's an opportunity to meet some other people from Toledo who are interested in the history, and I just thought it would be fun.
The Sandpiper has been in Toledo since 1984. It was built in the Anderson's Fab Shop in Maumee, Ohio. It was brought to the river on a semi, and it was actually put in the water for the first time by one of the coal dock cranes called Big Lucas. And it's been at the downtown dock ever since, trying to share the river with anybody interested, and we hope to just continue the legacy. We're trying to move forward, we're trying to expand with the rest of the city, and we're really looking forward to what the future has to offer.